Hello, I'm Jomika, and welcome back to BrokeRock Season 2. In between episodes, I did a live stream. We got a little patrol over there. A couple live streams, actually. We went to the end, and we were walking along, placing blocks, and I was staring at an Enderman that was just floating over the void. I was confused as to what was happening. And by the time I realized it, it was lag, and the blocks I had placed all disappeared, and I fell to my death. So that was the first void attempt. I did go back a second time. I ended up getting killed by an Enderman, just because I didn't have great armor. I accidentally looked at him, made him mad, and he killed me. So I went and bought an Elytra, and I had that. And I went back to the end again, and we got a whole bunch of shulker boxes, a whole bunch of shells, and a whole bunch of diamond gear. Actually, this was all of my original diamond gear. We got 2 Elytras, we got some diamonds. We ended up getting the diamonds back that we lost, some extra iron stuff, and yeah. But that is not what we're going to focus on today. We are going to try to set up our main base. I don't know exactly where I want it to be. I think I want it to be in the water, kind of like the ocean. Do kind of a half underwater, half above water. I definitely want to get away from the community area because I don't want to create any lag for anyone who is going to be staying here for the season. We'll go down here. Check on the slime farm. I haven't been here in a couple days, and I know when people walk back and forth, it does kind of work. Yeah, we got a little bit of slime here. A bunch more here. So let's take a look over here. Somebody's been busy digging out this whole community mine shaft area. I know there were some slime in here. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to go to the slime shop, refill that. I'll do that off camera. No need to show you guys how to do that. And then we'll try to find a base, probably ocean area. And then, yeah, we can go ahead and start to build, I guess, the little starter base for the main base. So I'll be back. All right, I think we're going to go with this area. It's a nice big ocean. I think I want to do underwater, so we can go ahead and do over there. I have an idea for an entrance that I want to do, and then we're close enough to if we want to be above ground. There's a little area. I mean, there's a lot of cool areas. We kind of have the plateau up top here, and then if we want to go into this little valley, we can kind of flatten that out in there, make it look nice, and we can use that. So I obviously didn't bring anything because I always forget to think ahead. So we're going to try to collect a few things while we're here. I don't even have an axe, but I'm sure I'll get sick of this and end up going back to the base and getting things. But we're going to kind of set up our base over here. Just a little starter base that we can go in, sleep, kind of have all the items we're going to need to build, like the entrance and all that stuff. So yeah, I have a lot of work to do. All right, I chopped down one more tree, and I decided I'm going to come back and get a whole bunch of stuff with all the shulker boxes, and yeah, we're just going to bring it all over there. We probably don't need all of it, but I'm just going to grab a whole bunch of stuff so that way we don't have to come back and forth, and we're kind of prepared for moving in to our new base in the future. So I'm going to pack all this up. I actually should have another ender chest. I thought maybe I did, but who knows. But yeah, I'm going to collect a whole bunch of stuff, and I'll meet you guys back over at the base, and we can go from there. Alright, I have I colored all these actually, and then I have everything that I really want in here. I brought all the food on me. These I can plant, and then really that's all that's left is cobblestone, just kind of random mob drops. I'll take the torches. And the leather, I don't know if I'll need it, but might as well. And then just stone and other random things that I don't really need. We'll just go through one more time. I have a stack of sugarcane, pumpkin, all that stuff. If I want some of the books, I can come back here and take a look. And yeah, that's basically everything. So we want to take the silk touch. I'm going to pick this up just so we have it. And we're going to head over to my little like mending area. And we're going to combine these two shovels. So we have Unbreaking 3, Mending, and Efficiency. I don't need two shovels that don't really do anything. And yeah, I think that's it. I picked up these pistons because these weren't growing at all. Yeah, I bone mealed a couple of these, trying to get them to work, and they haven't really worked since I planted them. So yeah, I'm not really sure why that is, but I'm not too worried about it. And while we're here, we'll just go ahead and pick up all this redstone. And then, yeah, I'm going to mend these up, and I'll meet you guys over at the new base so we can kind of set up a temporary storage place. Okay, here we are at the new base. I went ahead and built a little shack here. There was a raid, and I took care of him. I also got a few chickens. They are breeding and laying eggs and all of that. Inside here we have the ender chest, some chests here. This is just random junk. And then I put all of the shulker boxes out so we can access everything that we need to get while we're here. And then we have some furnaces set up, stone cutter, and crafting table above. So yeah, I think what I want to do next is build a little, I guess we'll call it a cannon. And this is going to be the entrance to our base. I'm not sure exactly how I want it to look, but it'll probably be somewhere around here, and it'll shoot us off over, maybe somewhere over there. It'll shoot us straight out, and then we'll fall straight down, and yeah, that'll lead us directly into the base. So I want to get that set up before we do anything else, because where that ends up shooting us is kind of where the base is going to be. So let me pull that up. I found it on YouTube. I'll go ahead and credit who it is. I don't know off the top of my head right now, but yeah, I messed around with it in creative and it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna get started on that, and we can go ahead and test it out once it's all done. Okay, we have our little cannon done. This design, I think, was originally done by YouTuber Only21. I'll leave a link in the description to their channel. But yeah, it's super simple. This is just sand kind of stacked up on top of each other. The more sand you use, the further you go. So I use 2 stacks of sand in there. It's basically surrounded by stairs. So if we take out these 2, there's stairs going around, and then there's a sticky piston there, regular piston there, and this is also a sticky piston. So yeah, you can follow their tutorial if you want to build this yourself, but all we do is push this button and it shoots us way out onto this block every time. I shot myself out earlier, and yeah, just placed this. It ended up shooting us the same spot. So if we turn around and look, that's where we came from. So this will be the entrance to our base, and And yeah, it's going to be kind of an underground type base. I have an idea for an entrance that I want to work on next, but I don't have any of the items for it on me because I took everything out. So we're going to head back up. I guess we'll give the little launcher another try just for fun, and then I'll get started on the entrance. Let me get out my bow. Please don't shoot me because you will actually kill me. I was going to shoot that creeper, but yeah, let's get back up to the top and then we can shoot ourselves off again. Okay, we are ready. And there we go. Basically instant. It'll get us here onto this dirt block, and then we can sink down to the bottom and enter the base that way. So yeah, now I'm gonna go ahead and set up the entrance to the base, and I'll bring you guys back when that is looking good. Well, I was out here getting a bunch of sand. I have 2 shulkers full. Yeah, I definitely needed some sand for glass for the entrance I'm going to be making. But while I was out here, I came across some skeleton noise over in this area. I dug down, and we have a spawner just in here. So yeah, I need to figure out... Well, I need some torches first. But maybe we can kind of give light access up top here. So at least they kind of go away until I can get some torches. Although it is nighttime. But yeah, I just figured I'd show off the spawner I found. For anyone who wants to use it, there are a ton of skeletons hanging out in there. And I think I'm just going to go to sleep over here. And yeah, I'll bring back the sand. I should have 2. There's 1, 2 full, and then all the extra sand I have here. There's some beds over in this abandoned village that I've used a couple nights now. And yeah, I'm going to go make that area safe and bring the sand back, start smelting it into glass, and then we can finally get started on the entrance to the base. Alright, we are back. I'm probably not going to need this much glass, but I went ahead and did this little thing here. This is all going to smelt up glass eventually. It'll end up here, and yeah, we'll give that a try. I'm sure I'll stop it before it gets to the end, or I'll run out of fuel, or something like that. I also built this, just a simple little sugarcane farm, just so we can get some sugarcane. I only brought a stack with me from the base, so I just wanted to make sure I always had some. It'll be nice and slow, but we will have it. And I think that's about it. I'll just be waiting for some glass. I'm going to be working over in the water there. Hopefully, yeah, I'll probably have to build like a little platform so we could sleep, keep ourselves safe, have all the supplies we need, and all of that stuff. So yeah, just for fun, go ahead and push that. Just kidding. Go ahead and push that. And yeah, I'll be over here working away. Alright, I figured it was time for a little update. Maybe don't shoot at me. This is what we got so far. It may not look like much right now, but if we go over there, we're just going to let that skeleton die out. You can see that we have dug, or not dug, we have built all the way down. So if we come under here, you can kind of see it looks almost like a tornado. I'm sure some of you can guess by now that we are going to be doing some kind of whirlpool. Yeah, the next step is going to be actually the hardest. Building this, I mean, it took some time, especially underwater. It added a little bit of extra time just because it was underwater, but it wasn't difficult. There was a little online generator that I could kind of put in the coordinates I wanted, not the coordinates, but just like the size I wanted, the width at the top, width at the bottom, and kind of the shape of the curve. And yeah, it gives me kind of where the blocks will go. So I did that. The next thing we're going to have to do is probably fill in the top here. Just basically get rid of all the water. I could use sand or maybe find some sponges. But then we have to figure out how to get the water to flow in without filling itself in. So I've done it a few times before. I'll probably do it in a creative world just to make sure I do it correctly, and I only have to do it once because building this and then refilling it and emptying it out again would take a lot of time, and I don't really want to do that. So I'm going to make sure I do it right the first time, and yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get testing on that, and I'll bring you guys back, and hopefully we have a completed little, what's it called? Tornado underwater, but not a tornado. Whirlpool, that's the word. So yeah, I'll be back, and hopefully that's all good. All right, so I've been busy. It's not going to be completed, but we have dug it all out. Well, we filled it in with sand, and then we took out all the sand again, and now we're left with this open air area. And what's going to happen is when we're all done, we have to actually go in here and fill in this whole area. I'm pretty sure we have to replace the water with air, and then we have to dig like a perimeter around the sand wall there. So the water will fall down from up here, from this block, fall straight down, and then this water source will flow into the middle, just like this. So actually that's a bad example, but if we do like this one here, they'll flow into the middle there and kind of create that whirlpool looking effect. And then once all of those gravel blocks are broken, we can go ahead and clear out this whole structure, and then this water will stay as is, and we'll be left with the whirlpool without any blocks kind of holding it up. I'm gonna need to get another block to cover that. But I've been working on this basically all day. It's a new day from the last clip, and I think I've worked on this one for about, I don't know, 6 hours or so. Just putting the sand in, putting all this sand in on the outside, making sure it was all covered in, just kind of planning things out. And I have run out of time. So next episode, I'm not exactly sure what we'll do, but I'm pretty sure we'll be working on this at least a little bit, and we'll try to get that finished as soon as we can so we can start to do our base. That's quite a lot of fish we got there. So yeah, if you liked today's episode, be sure to hit that like button. Let me know that you are liking the build in the comments. And as always, let the chicken know of any ideas you have that you want me to complete for the chicken. So yeah, that's going to do it for today's episode. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.